relaxed. When someone hears that tone, their brain subconsciously relaxes. It tells them you are not a threat. And when people feel safe, they reveal more undone. Think about how this applies to business. Imagine negotiating a contract with a potential client. They say, your proposal is higher than we expected. If your voice immediately becomes defensive, the conversation becomes tense. But if you calmly mirror their words, higher than you expected, they will often explain the real concern. Maybe their budget is tight. Maybe they're comparing you to a cheaper competitor. Maybe they don't fully understand the value yet. Now you're negotiating reality instead of guessing. That difference is enormous. Negotiation is not a battle of arguments. It's a discovery process. Your goal is to uncover what the other side truly cares about, and the fastest way to do that is to encourage them to keep talking. Mirroring is the doorway to deeper dialogue. But it works best when paired with another powerful concept, labeling. Labeling is the act of identifying and verbalizing the other person's emotions. For example, it sounds like you're worried about making the wrong decision. Or, it seems like this timeline is putting a lot of pressure on your team. When you label emotions accurately, something remarkable happens. The other person feels seen. And when people feel understood, their emotional intensity drops. Neuroscience actually supports this. When emotions are named, the brain's emotional centers begin to calm down. The feeling loses some of its grip. This allows the rational part of the brain to re-engage. So by simply identifying someone's emotions, you help them regain clarity. And clarity opens the door to agreement. Now let's connect this to something practical. Financial outcomes. In business negotiations, people often assume the biggest obstacle is price. But in reality, price is rarely the real problem. The real problem is uncertainty. Uncertainty about results, uncertainty about risk, uncertainty about trust. If someone trusts you and feels safe, they often accept higher prices. But if they feel uncertain, even the lowest price can feel dangerous. This is why emotional intelligence is so valuable in negotiation. It reduces uncertainty, and reduced uncertainty increases willingness to move forward. Think about some of the most important negotiations in your life. A job offer, a major purchase, a partnership agreement. In each case, the outcome likely depended on more than numbers. It depended on perception, perception of value, perception of fairness, perception of safety. Skilled negotiators shape those perceptions through conversation. They guide the emotional landscape before they ever discuss numbers. And when the emotional environment is right, the numbers become easier to resolve. But here's a truth many people struggle to accept. Negotiation is not about dominating the other side.